Okay, here we go. I haven't done a flip through in a while, and this is a journal that I did as a custom order for Tonya. It's taken me a long time because it's 2 signatures full of embellishments. I normally only do 1, but she wanted me to fill it up. So here we have, and here we go. I'm not going to talk a lot. Just gonna kind of show you. I like to do uneven pages with a little something on each one. Oops, sorry. I like when I find books that have been written in. Little her T. There's a few T's throughout the book for Tonya. This is birds, 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 and more birds. I've started to leave more blank spaces for people to write in or add their own ephemera. And I like to do little snippets of 3 and have the colors kind of match with each other, just little spots of, this one is little spots of red and orange. Illustrations, little things that can be used as journaling spots. This is from an old autographed book from the 1900s, pre-yearbook days. Here's one of my earring orphan charms, paperclip, little stencil, pocket with a photograph. The photograph can be removed and she can put whatever she wants to in there. There's an extra little journaling space. Color against black and white. I like to do opposites. This is a photograph on the one side with a sticker on the other. The reverse kind of makes a little frame for it. This can be a text spot that she adds her own stuff to. Illustration. I'm sorry, I had a Diet Coke right before I did this, which was probably not a smart thing. Another one of those labels with a photograph. Coaster. Journal card. Bank card. I like to take little teeny things and add those. I do a lot of 3s. One thing I learned in design school is that you create interest when you use numbers of uneven elements. So there's 3 here, there's 3 here. This is a little booklet of map scraps. So this is all the first signature, which is what I usually do in all my custom work, is I just decorate the first signature. This is an envelope made into pockets on both ends. There's some vintage ephemera in there that can be used. And then you can put whatever you want in the pocket. I have a huge collection of vintage greeting cards, which I've started to use. These are fun cards. The man and the woman. Text spot behind that. You can unclip the journaling card. Another vintage card. Blank space for journaling and another T for Tonya. Blank space. This is all from my collection of vintage wrapping paper. This is from France. Decoration for seed packets. vintage. I took this off the top of a page. Just thought the border was really sweet and I would use it for something. And I've done the same thing here, created a background for it by putting washi tape on the other side. And then the uneven pages with a little design element on each page right there. This could be left blank, journaled on, added to. Same with these and this. And then this is another spot that I'm doing. Oops. That was my housemate. I guess she decided to go upstairs. So here we go. Good luck. I sometimes will cut photographs too if I find that what's there is interesting or not quite, doesn't quite fit with what I want to do. I'll trim photographs. Another little 3-element collage spot. This I bought years ago, a photo album, and the person that created the album typed all of her captions in red, so I've just kind of juxtapositioned those red accents there. Plenty of room to write. Wrapped an illustration around each page. There's an envelope clipped on. These are really cool cards. I have a whole bunch of these coming. They're produced by Arm & Hammer, the baking soda company, in the 1930s, I believe. Good journal there. Another orphan paperclip. This is all foreign text. This is Italian. I love this little one here. It's really sweet. I got a whole package of these at the Seattle Recreative store, which is where people donate all their stuff that they're not going to use, and it's a nonprofit here in Seattle. So, and this is just the first signature. I think. No, we're in the second signature now. Sorry. So, Italian postage stamp with picture of Venice. This is from the travel books that I do that were from the 1950s, I think. 1940s, 50s, something like that. Another T for Tonya. And then red on this page, which travels over to the reddish orange over here. I try to tie things together as much as possible instead of so they don't appear to be just random collections. This is all vintage wallpaper. Text spot. No washi tape. Just kind of water. I love this illustration. I can't remember what book I got it out of, but I just thought it was so pretty, and it kind of ties in with the almost the reeds of this vintage sheet music, which I reinforced with washi tape and paper because it was kind of fragile, and I was worried that over time it would break and come off. Little orange spot here. This is from 3 different books. I picked up a whole series of these little cards that florists would send with their packages. I think they're from the 50s, but I can't be sure of that. A little bit of Italian stuff filled with just random ephemera. Italian postage stamps across from picture of Venice. More blank space. Another earring charm. Oops, skipping ahead. I love these cards from the 60s. I just got this Russian ephemera from Madison at Mad Fox Studios. Thought I would include that, along with other bits of ephemera. Illustrations. This is from the 20s. I think it might be a Denison label, but I'm not positive. These are Coca-Cola nature educational cards that were produced in the, I think the 1950s or 60s. I have a collection of those too. Another spot to tuck. Some railway stuff, along with a railway postage stamp. I'm a big, huge railway fan. I'm actually going to be working on a couple of books called The Ghost Train. I started assembling those this week. So there'll be some railroad books to sell. This is a French flashcard, which this one I kind of had fun with because I took the photograph, cut it in half, and put part of the photograph on each side. And this is La Jeune Fille, the pretty girl is, or the young girl is. So I thought that was a cool stamp. Mongolia. We're coming to the end. And last signature. And I always put my identifying, this is actually my business card, but I glue it down so that the person, whoever it is, knows where they got it. So that is it. And I'm gonna mail it now, and I'm so happy.